Hey guys, so starting this Moebius Models Viper build. I'm going to do some lighting. Obviously, I think it's a worthy kit. I don't think we can let this one go by without putting some lights in it. So I've made an order from Evans LED. Probably the best people on the planet to get your lights from. They come in little baggies like this. All done, Evan Designs, and yeah, they do custom stuff for you. You can phone them up or email them any personal requirements. They're amazingly helpful. So there you go. Now the cockpit in this it's fairly basic. It's got a fair amount of detail. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take that screen out here. You do get a decal for the screen, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that screen out, and then I'm going to replace it with a clear screen. Then I'm going to put the decal on, and then I'm going to backlight it. That should also take care of those. We'll also drill out those lights to the sides here. Actually, let me get this. There you go. So yeah, these are the lights here. We'll drill those out. We'll take this out, and then I'm going to drill those ones out as well. There's some buttons there. I'm going to light those, and basically as many as I can. I'm thinking about maybe putting some more detail in these panels here because they're a little bare. So I might add some stuff here, maybe some components. You know, it's quite hard to find reference with the actual TV show cockpit in detail. But I might add some extra scratch built details to this just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Haven't decided whether I'm going to use a pilot yet. I don't think I am, to be honest. It's going to be a static display down on its landing gear, just with all its lights on. We'll see. I might change my mind. So yeah. So first of all, we'll start cutting these holes out here and start trimming that out, and obviously these ones down here as well. Got a selection of drill bits. Use a small one. That front screen there, I'm just going to drill holes in each corner, and then maybe in the middle, and then that will mean I can get a blade in there to cut it out. Now I have a drill gun like this, Tamiya one. These are pretty useful, but obviously you got to be careful with them. They're a bit bulky, they're a little strong. We can use it here just to do those, to do the middle one, like that. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a rough hole. So I'm basically going to just drill it out, cut a rough hole out, and then I'll use a file to file out the square and the corners. This is purely to get started. Holes in my mat. Yeah, so there you go, you see. And now you can just get a sharp blade and start cutting it out. I didn't use a blade and a file just to get around the edges and get down the edges and just basically square it off and tighten it up. A set of these. To me, are basic files. Great for this kind of work. That file actually fits absolutely perfectly. And, there you go. You finish it off with another file. We're good to go. So to put the glass in this, we're going to use some of this. It's canopy glue. Not all canopy glues are equal. What I mean by that is some are runny, some are kind of thick. This is quite thick. This you can make clear pieces out of, which is why I'm going to use it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take that. Now, obviously, this side I want, when we put the canopy glue in, it's going to be globby. It's going to drop through the hole, obviously, but it will congeal in the hole and eventually dry into a clear screen. But to enable that, so we don't stick it to the table, I'm going to stick it to some plastic like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a strip off like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to put it on the other side like that. And I'm going to get some masking tape. Like this. Put that on the other side like that. So it just holds it there like that. Okay. Now, I kind of want to try and get that flat as possible here. There's two little, there's like an indent. So I've got to try and fill that with something. So, probably, I'm thinking, actually, you know what we can do? We can do this. There you go. If I put that on there like that now, you can see it. You have a tight little screen there. So I can put the glue in and it will just form a seal against the backside. So the glue won't drop through. Now, there's a little bit of dust on there. So make sure when you do this, it's clean. Because you don't want little dusty blobs in your screen. Even though we're putting a decal on. Right, so we'll use some of this. We'll just take a toothpick, like that. Squeeze it up, get all the good stuff. When you drop it, just gently build it up like that. This is water-based, so you can, before it dries, you can go around and tidy up the edges. Basically, just fill that hole up with it, like that. As I said, don't go too heavy with it. Just heavy enough to fill the hole. Go right to the edges. Like so, it shrinks. So it will be thinner when it dries. It won't stick out like a big blob. So there you go. This should look pretty good. So there's that. So now you can see. It's just filled up with canopy glue. What you can do is take another toothpick when you're finished there, go around the edges, just pull some of that off. Like that. Like I said, it goes absolutely clear. So any spillage on the edges, you won't even notice when it's done. It'll just leave a nice clear panel in that hole. There you go, like that. Then we can put the decal on top of that and we can backlight that. And I'll do the same thing with the rest of the larger holes that I drill out.